Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We are so excited to have you again. As the presidential candidate of People Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar stormed the presidential election petition court today as parties are set to adopt their final written addresses for petition they raised against the presidency. That's Bola Tinubu and Shetima, one of Nigeria's foremost spiritual leader, has sent a strong warning to the judges about the kind of judgment they are to issue out and what will happen if wrong judgment is brought out, the effect it will have on the generations that are forthcoming. Let's listen to him in details, get to hear exactly his point of view. According to the news, the leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Yodele, has warned the judges handling the case of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal PEPT to be careful with their judgment to avoid generational destruction. He said there would be serious consequences if the judges give a wrong judgment on the election tribunal cases. He stated that any judge that gives a wrong pronouncement will see the wrath of God, adding that the anger of the Lord will come greatly upon them. Let me read that again. He said that any judge that gives a wrong pronouncement will see the wrath of God, adding that the anger of the Lord will come greatly upon them. In a statement by his media aide Oluwatosin Oshode, cleric warned that their generations will be affected if they deliver any judgment as a result of any form of financial influence or interest. According to him, let me quote exact word of the cleric. He said, I still want to tell the judges that there will be consequences if they give the wrong judgment concerning the election tribunal. Any judge who makes wrong pronouncement will see the wrath of God and the anger will come upon them. The judges must make the right pronouncement so they can be blessed than do what will cause tribulation, agony, pains, and tears. They should not do what will destroy their generation. The judges for the governorship election tribunal and the presidential election tribunal should take note. Gone are the days when they go scot-free when they give judgment that were influenced by money or interest. God is watching them. Premier Ayodele noted that he isn't threatening the judicial process or laying curses on them, but it is dangerous for them not to do the right thing. I am not cursing them or threatening them. I am only delivering divine messages as received. I am not supporting anyone among the candidates, but judges must deliver the right judgment. It is dangerous not to do so. Now, if you listen to him very well, you hear that it is actually a divine message, which means, being a man of God that he is, whatever he is telling them is what has been downloaded into his spirit by the Spirit of God. So the ball is in the court of the judges. We are really counting on them, because if the right thing is done, Nigeria will get better and better. But one mistake can change the entire future of a nation. Just one mistake. Nigerians are tired with wrong leaders leading us. Most of the things that we have seen in different countries, especially where military had taken over leadership, for example, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, is as a result of corruption. Personally, I don't ever want military to take over, because when they take over, everything will be militarized. There won't be freedom of speech. There won't be anything that citizens themselves will predict. Everything will be done based on their dictate and how they feel. So military, for me, is totally not the solution to Nigerians' problem. But then the people who can make it better for us are actually the judges, who have the opportunity now to change the narrative of the country. Don't forget that as we are talking now, if you check our feed before now, like every one of you who is listening, please do well to watch the video that is above this video. Now, that video talks expressly about why we are seeing coup d'etat in different African countries. Already, based on what they say, for me, I summarize that message that the reason why there is military coup d'etat is because already the civilians are working as military. They are not following the tenets of democracy. The people are suffering. There is broad daylight corruption, broad daylight robbery on what ought to be the benefit of all the people. I've been watching a lot of, reading a lot of newspapers, and I noticed something very interesting, that there are some cartoons that awaken my consciousness to what is actually happening. I watch on one particular one where the people were carrying politician. There was this cartoon. They like in olden days they were cutting around the leaders, and there was a caption on the cat itself that wrote the politician, and the people dragging it are the citizens, which means that the citizens are the ones that are suffering, while the leaders who are meant to be chief servants are the ones enjoying. As much as we respect the senior president and doff our caps for him, but he must also be very careful with some of the statements he has made. I'm bringing in this because I saw something where he said that even the money for the senators are not enough. My brother, if you feel it is not enough, step aside, bring me inside, and I'll tell you that it is more than enough. Because imagine someone who is working as a civil servant earning 30, 40, 50,000, or even earning 100,000, 120,000, 300,000 naira, how he is surviving in the economy where you personally you are earning so big an amount. I think they go home with about 25 million naira, 30 million naira. What else do you want the government to do? You want the government to hang themselves for you people? You are the ones enjoying the economy, and that's why you are living in choices houses. Imagine what the president said, that he's going to give them about 70 billion naira to buy them bulletproof cars. That's especially for those who are, Senate representatives. That's the Senate, the president, Senate president, and the House of Reps speaker. I mean, what else do you want the government to do? Is that not enough? The people here are suffering. That's why the judges who are in charge of this case must make sure that at the end of the day, they roll out something that Nigeria, when we look at it, it will serve as a precedence, judicial precedents that can be referred to in future for a better judgment. Because whatever they are going to roll out may thicken corruption, especially during, or let me say, fraud during electioneering period, or it might be the next step towards eradicating fraud. Like my colleague had said on one occasion, that every judge that is holding the ball now, based on how Nigerians are concentrating and are waiting to see what will be the outcome of this particular tribunal, we would like to pass the ball to the Supreme Court, so that the Supreme Court can do whatever they want to. Because I know that if at the end of the day, this particular outcome of this tribunal is in favor of, the petitioners, Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, automatically Tinubu will now watch to see how juicy something is taken, position was taken away from him. He will pass the ball. They will pass the ball to Supreme Court, and it is in Supreme Court that the main battle will go on. But however, it's a warning, and according to Ayodele, it's a divine message. Let's watch and see what will become the outcome. That's what we like to